So, good morning, everyone. This is just opening my eyes after that song. There's many more people here than I saw a second ago. So, welcome, 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 everyone. Reverend Merlin, you want to join us too? We're just anchoring this moment. Good morning. Good morning, wherever you are within you. We are here with you, Zoom. Thank you, Reverend Paul. And just representing for this ministerial team that is always holding you in prayer and in love. We want to welcome you especially here today in our physical bodies to enjoy each other, to enjoy the music, to be in this space together, to play, to love, to hug, and to be in this graceful field. Now we know that those of you who are not here in person are also in this field with us and fully connected to us also, and we are grateful for your presence. And it's lovely to see you on camera because I know who you are and that you are here. And someday soon, we may put a little big screen up there with you on it so everyone can see you and we can see you and you can see us. So make sure you're putting on your Sunday finest. Don't be eating. Do be doing whatever you need to do. So good morning, everyone. Welcome, and thank you so much for holding space for this congregation in such a beautiful way while I was ill in December, and then I ran off and got married, and then I went on a honeymoon, and I almost called him Reverend, but he isn't. At this moment, anyway, in real life. Wayne, my husband, is right there. So we are so grateful for all those of you who came, who participated in this community, who love us, who care for us, and who have sent so many well wishes and best wishes west. There we go. There was West. So today we're welcoming you to this service in particular with the blessing of an open heart for all of us to share in this expansion that is the truth and the love of life as we live it fully as ourselves with each other and as you. And Paul will take it from here. Thank you.
So welcome, welcome, welcome. Welcome, Zoom. Good to see you guys. We can see you guys.
I know. It's hard.
So I invite you to take a nice deep breath and relax into this moment right here, right now. Knowing that there are practitioners around the Zoom and around the room that are here praying for us, knowing the truth for us, so that we can let go of all of our worries and cares and anything that is not of this service right here, right now. Knowing that we bask in the divine. Knowing that we are here by divine right, by divine appointment. Knowing that we are completely divinely loved. And we can bask in that. So if you will repeat after me, I open my heart to the universe, accepting love and peace.
I open my heart to the universe, accepting love and peace.
I open my heart to the universe, accepting love and joy.
I open my heart to the universe, accepting love and joy.
I open my heart to the universe, accepting love and complete health.
I open my heart to the universe, accepting love and complete health.
And so it is.
And so it is.
Please let me feel inner peace from my center at the center of me. Please let me feel inner peace from my center at the center of me. Please let me feel inner peace from my center at the center of me. Please let me feel inner peace from my center at the center of me. My heart is open, I am aware, in me is a knowing of love, love, love. My heart is open, I am aware, in me is a knowing of love, love, love. I will meet you with my heart, heart to heart. Let's meet again, and then may we become more of who we are, more of who we are. I will meet you with my heart, heart to heart. Let us meet again, and then may we become more of who we are, more of who we are. I will touch you with my soul, soul to soul. Let us touch again, and then may we behold more of who we are, more of who we are. I will touch you with my soul, soul to soul. Let us touch again, and then may we behold more of who we are, more of who we are. I will meet you silently, breath to breath. Let us breathe as one, and then may we become more of who we are, more of who we are. I need you silently, breath to breath. Let us meet as one, and then may we become more of who we are, more of who we are, more of who we are, more of who we are. God wants us to be more of who we are, more of who we are, more of who we are, more of who we are.
Thank you, Daille. More of who we are, more breath, more God, more love, all those things. Normally I don't stand right here, but I wanted to just include you in a quick poem, and for that I wanted to use my notes, and then we'll be done with this podium. So, as you know, as we mentioned before, Wayne and I got married this month, and one of the funnest stories, and one of the reasons that I always knew he was the one, even when he wasn't sure he was the one, was that the very first meeting was me sitting directly in front of him. Well, I shouldn't say the first meeting, but the first moment was me sitting directly in front of him in a place where I didn't know anyone, and him quoting these words to me. And as you hear them, allow them to permeate what we're doing here and what we're always doing here. And this is a poem by Hafiz, one of my favorites. And it's called "The Subject Tonight is Love." Breathe with me, everyone, yes? So, the subject tonight is love, and for tomorrow night as well. And as a matter of fact, I know of no better topic for us to discuss until we die. This is going to be a little painful. Sorry. Do it quickly. In the moments of recognition of truth, there's a rush of something that flows through us. And I'm sure that everyone who is sitting here knows what I'm speaking to, or you wouldn't be sitting here. You might be sitting somewhere else. What we do here is draw in an experience of loving that we can have through ourselves, connected to an energy field of love. That we keep using that word because we don't actually have a better word for what it is. We have a million concepts that are stuck to it. But what we know it is when we see it, when we feel it, and when we come in contact with this, we know it. And what we call it here is love. And so the invitation as we live our lives is to fill the battery within us. Fill ourselves with shivers and deliciousness and wholeness and openness and expansion to the place where we walk through every moment of our life with this presence, this holiness in and through us, this way of being that communicates beyond any words, beyond any thoughts, beyond any circumstances that are flooding through our lives, the communication of the body of love that we are already. And that we learn that this place is the place where all life begins within us, through us, as us, and between us. And if we can find another person who with us will hold this energy, will hold the concept that this is the life, and that each of us in our personalities come with this life first. And then we get to be unique and particular and peculiar and what some people call weird or bizarre or strange, right? Because we all don't need to be the same because we all are one. My finger doesn't need to be a toe. My hair doesn't need to be a knee, right? My finger's just going to be the best at doing its job my way, with always the sense of holiness, of something going on here, behind it. And one of the clearest ways of knowing this is knowing the feeling in your body. Knowing the experience when you hear Daille singing these words, the breath of God is breathing me. All of these guideposts to knowing exactly how to find it, this wholeness within us, and then to let us be filled with it. And then what do we do when we meet something that appears outside of this? What do we do when we meet a circumstances that appears outside of this? Something we don't really want, truly we don't really want. When we've lost someone, when our hearts are broken, when something happens, when our lives are impacted in a way that we don't want, how do we find this? The opportunity is to, no matter what it is, to do the only thing this energy knows to do, which is find itself in you again. And do nothing until you do that first. Because from any other place, our action is guided by a different source. And once we are sourced in love, we are free. We are free to follow the guidance that is within us, to flow in life the way that we are given to flow, to give the words that show for us, to open our hearts to the things that give us joy, to be the blessing in every moment. Once we're plugged in, once we're sourced. And yet, if we find ourselves in times or moments, not if, let's be real, right? When we find ourselves in the moments of circumstances that we do not want, we have the first reaction. How many people have this reaction? Go away. Get the out of here, like please, out of my life. No matter how we say it, our first reaction is recoil, go in, constrict, right? You shut everything down. We have 4 options. We've talked about them before. Fight, flight, freeze, which many of us do, because we can actually act when we're freezed inside. Right? What did I do? Faint. So I can faint while I'm looking at you. My whole insides know how to just leave. And I can still be looking at you like I know who I am, but I don't. So the invitation is to move past the 4, what we call instinctual amygdalic responses, to get ourselves back, to actually be ourself again. And we often, you'll see in this kind of cosmology, you'll see a capital S used for the self, which we mean as the divine self, or the whole self, which is the self, the essential self, the self behind the self, the universal self, all the names. It is a sense within you that you know the deepest strength of the love that's in you, that you can actually feel it. Until you can feel it, we know that one of the other things is going on. When we have one of these reactions to a circumstance in our life, as we said, we constrict. No blood in our brain, nothing to think with. And then we begin to act from a place that thinks something is wrong, that this is the wrong experience, that this shouldn't be happening. And what we want to do instead is really nurture the step-by-step walk back into the loving. How on earth do we do that? Not on earth. We don't. We don't do it on earth. If our attention is too much on earth, we don't do this. Because we can't get our focus and attention off of the thing we don't want. We can't stop the story that it's wrong or bad. And we can't receive the inflow. It is a choice. And we are making it. It doesn't feel like a choice. It doesn't feel like we're making it. But there is only one being. We as souls have come into this being in this lifetime, choosing, and we're using that metaphorically, you can use it any way you want, but choosing this body and this life to use, to learn and grow and love and expand. We are the evolutionary consciousness. Our bodies, we know a lot about. Now we're expanding beyond them through the field of love. And so what the invitation to us to do is be the evolutionary consciousness which we call love. It's, what do you do today? Well, today I spent the day remembering who I am. I spent the day loving something I don't really want to have in my life. This is evolutionary consciousness. You are the leading edge of a world that's going to be different. Because when we all come from love, none of us can misbehave. And misbehaving is rampant. I don't know if you've seen any of it lately, but even within me, misbehaving is rampant. I mean, 10 seconds after this service, you'll trip and it'll all be over. Or someone will look at you and you will think that they're looking at you in a way and or thing or without love, and it'll be over. But you can have it right back. The idea is to close the gap between when we lose the connection to the loving and when we get it back. How fast can we move back and forth? So what do we need? We need practice. Every single moment. Forget every day. Forget your gym. This is ongoing practice. Every single time you have anywhere in your life the thought, this shouldn't be happening. You know, school is in session, as one of my teachers used to say. And get down to your desk and do your lines. And your lines are, there's love here, there's love here, there's love here, there's love here. I used that as a mantra for a couple of years. It changed my life. I stopped pretending that there wasn't love in the space with me, no matter what was happening. And I have had physical visitations from angels, and experiences that have changed my life by knowing the truth that love is here, love is here, love is here, always. Even when my brain was like, BS, 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 that is not true, there's no, this is the end, it is over. I had a car accident on the 101 in the middle of the night, very serious car accident, and my car hit the middle berm and it bounced back out into the road, and I was just sitting there. I had no idea what I was doing because you're in shock, of course. And I looked up, and this Marine, seriously, in full dress uniform, walked towards me, and I was like, did I die? Like, is this something? And he had pulled his car over, and he was looking at me like, I think she's dead, but I'm not sure. And, well, I wasn't. I was completely fine. I was taken care of by a beautiful car that I was in at the time. But it was a serious situation. So he got me, he opened the door and I just popped out. I was like, hi. He was like, and then coming the other direction, this guy jumps out of his car and he's an Air Force officer. And then across the freeway runs this man who says, hi, I'm a paramedic. Do you need me? I'm like, I need all of you. I don't know what's happening. And they pushed my car out of the 4th lane or 5th lane, LA traffic. In the middle of the night, and we're narrowly missed, but we're missed by the car coming by. And we all sat on the concrete berm waiting for the police and the paramedics in this sort of like, what are we doing here? 3 angels sitting next to me, keeping me safe in the middle of the night in a situation that, it was a long story, but anyway, in a situation that could have been much different or much worse. And it wasn't. And I tell you, I've had these visitations like this, human angels coming to my rescue. They are all around you always. We are all around each other. Sometimes we show up in physical form. Sometimes we show up as, I don't know, wind and rain and snow and things we're not expecting. Sometimes we show up as a quiet moment. But everything everywhere is holy. And your participation depends on you. Our participation is our participation. And when we're not choosing it, we can't participate. So yes, the angels could show up, but I might not feel it. I might not know that they were here for me, that this was a gift of life that I was being given back. It was not my day to move on. I had more life to live, but to treasure this life. To know that angels are waiting to care for me. We all have that going on for us in every moment. If we are taken, if we are moved out of this life, if the circumstances do continue to take us on a road that we don't like, can we still have faith that this is what is meant to be? Can we know that everything is love and that everything deserves the love that we have to pour into it no matter what the circumstances are. If you don't like it, love it more. If you're tempted to hate it, really work on loving it more. If there's a someone, put their face on your altar and bless them. Loving changes things. Hate and fear does not. We have the Season for Nonviolence coming up here. Martin Luther King is big on our minds. Gandhi is full in our bodies. And these two men found ways in many, many circumstances of life that are harder than anything we will meet to do this work of love. And we know Gandhi moved an entire, what do we call that? Nation, but it was an empire, an empire out of their country with love. Martin Luther King did amazing works with love that had never been accomplished. His work permeates our hearts every day. Those of us who know we work in love and with love. So remember this, be emboldened, shout, be done with being quiet and small. You are the vehicle of love that is no longer able to look at someone else and say, oh, it's the president's fault. Oh, it's my minister's fault. Whatever it is that you're tempted to blame in any way for any circumstances you don't happen to like. How about the word change? Let's just throw some change you don't like in, right? This world is gone in a way that none of us could have anticipated. Can we love it and know, you know what comes from love? Creativity comes from love. You know how we say, innovation comes from challenge. We find the answer in the challenge if we love the challenge. If we hate the challenge, we have no creativity. All of our expansive energy is from heaven, from love, from joy, and from peace. And so I invite you today to take anything that is on your heart, close your eyes right now, and allow this prayer to enter your life, knowing that there is one presence, one power, one love, one field within which all else dissolves. One reality. When we harness this power, we are the one. We are the one. Collectively, we power the strength and holiness of this moment. We know that the entire universe and every person in this room their love flows with our love today. Whatever the circumstances are that are on your heart today, allow yourself to feel exactly how you feel. Feel sad if you're sad. Feel mad if you're mad. Feel emboldened if you are. Feel anything. And then know that there is a beingness within you that is higher, fuller, and true. That is one with all the love. The love that is all the power, all the joy, all the love, all the kindness and compassion, all of it. Let it come to you in any place where there's any lack. And just sit in the embrace of the love. Hold your heart. Hold your mind. Hold whatever it is that is screaming, even if it's pain in your body. Hold it in the soft and gentle embrace of love and know that its divine wholeness is where it is going. We see the vision of the wholeness and we let ourselves relax deeply and be loved. Now as we do this today, we know that we are practicing the great works of the many masters, and that they have guided us to this place today to do this work within ourselves, to release anything that is unlike love, holding everything you are, you know, you feel, and you experience in this great and glorious field of love. We are so grateful for this knowing. We are so grateful to know that it is our choice and our blessing to be here to fill ourselves up and let the overflow pour forth into the world. We are the answer because we are the love. And so it is.
So it is.
Amen.
As Reverend Katherine was saying, this is the season of the Reverend Dr. Martin Luther King Jr. We want to have a spirit of peace throughout the world, throughout the universe. And I'd like to share this song with you, something I came across recently. And it's called Fighting for Peace. And that's something that Gandhi and Dr. King believe strongly in, and a lot of people that are around today do. Fighting for peace, because if we don't fight for peace, who will?
People my family, fighting for myself, fighting to make a difference, fighting for my health, fighting for my life, fighting for the better days ahead, fighting for my people, and let things left unsaid. Keep fighting for peace. You can sing along if you want to. Keep fighting for peace. I can hear you. Keep fighting for peace. One more time. Keep fighting for peace. One good measure. Keep fighting for peace. All right. Keep fighting for peace.
It's time for our offering. I wanted to begin. Thank you, Daille, so much. And on the lines of what we were just talking about, one of the things that happens when we have this energy of wanting to care for our people and care for ourselves and care for our family and care for peace and all those things is that we actually find within ourselves a standing up through ourselves that holds for the things we want. And so in some ways also my brain was playing with the words fighting and standing and fighting and standing. And so we stand as the way to hold for peace and for love in here. So just allowing that standing for peace to come through and as us, and standing for love and our families and our friends and the whole world and the whole universe. So thank you, Daille, for the reminder of all of the places of peace. And yes, this is that time of year we call the season for nonviolence. So right now, today, I would like to express my gratitude to everyone who showed up and made this service happen so beautifully this morning. As you can see, people are here. We have Marty, Keith, Scott, and Madison. And Andy is going to come up with me for the blessing and the offering. Sorry, Andy, Mike. And everyone who came to church this morning, for Kay, who brought the altar, for each of you, for Daille, for the ministers. Look how many people it takes as we gather as a community. All of the Zoom conversation, all of the beautiful people who are here with us on Zoom. We are here as a community, and I know that this happened in my absence for weeks and weeks and weeks, and these two lovely people who I would like to ask you to just send a blast of love to have coordinated all of that. So in this offering today, we offer you our love and our appreciation for all that you have. Yes. And remember, we're filling them up. It's been a couple months, right? So we're filling them up. We're filling them up. And for Daille, who's done music, for Scott, who's done our some of our video equipment stuff. Sorry, Scott, I don't know what it's called. And all of you who have shown up in person, on Zoom, who are supporting this community, every single one of you are in service to this love, and we are filled and fulfilled in that. We can't do what we do without you. And we love you, we appreciate you, and we want you to be here with us so we can play and have fun. So, yes, wherever you are, however it works for you, please come, please join us, please have fun with us, share music, share a song, dance, sing, and do whatever it is. In that offering space, we also are grateful for your gifts. Last year ended with a very great clap we accomplished our mission of being in a beautiful abundance as a congregation, and that was done through you. And I have not had the chance to say thank you, and in person, and I am deeply, deeply grateful. It's making it possible for us to meet here and to have this experience, and also keep improving our online presence, so those of you who are online are going to have a fuller experience yourselves also. So thank you. Everyone in the room, I'd like you to take a moment, just hug yourself. I say, thank you for my participation in this community. Thank you myself for being here, for choosing to be here, for loving this community. Those of you who've given extra, give yourself an extra rub, you know. It's like, we cannot have too much of this stuff. And the more you give yourself, guess what? The more you give others, right? So just remembering that today. We stand for love, we stand for peace, and in our financial world also, we are grateful for all the gifts you bring and all the gifts of love, of your heart, your mind, your body, your soul, your life, your finances, all of it. Keep us going so we can keep meeting and keep having fun. So guess what? It's time for our offering today. Andy, would you join me? Thank you so much. Sorry.
Thank you, God, for this abundance that is mine to share. I bless this gift and give it to thee in gratitude and joy, knowing that as I give, I do receive.
I am so blessed. I am so blessed. I am so grateful for all that I have. I am so blessed. I am so blessed. I am so grateful. I am so blessed. I am so grateful. I am so blessed.
We're just filled with blessing people today, aren't we?
Amen.
So, is there anybody here for the first time? And if you are, we're going to ask you to stand. You want to do that? Okay, so we're going to bless the offering. Okay.
You know what? Let's just finish it in a second. Go ahead and do this.
Okay, so all you brave souls, we'd like you to stand. There you go. She's a new lady, a new married lady. If there's anybody here who has a birthday or an anniversary, we'd like you to stand as well. Okay, so everyone else, let's give these people this beautiful blessing. So repeat after me. Welcome to the Center for Conscious Living.
Welcome to the Center for Conscious Living.
We are a heart-centered spiritual community.
We are a heart-centered spiritual community.
And we open ourselves to you in love.
And we open ourselves to you in love.
We recognize the perfection of God within you.
We recognize the perfection of God within you.
And we celebrate the joyous being that you are.
We celebrate the joyous being that you are.
You are a radiant point of light.
You are a radiant point of light.
And we are blessed by your presence.
And we are blessed by your presence.
Welcome home.
Welcome home.
Okay, so we want you to know this is really, truly an important part of this community is the physical. We have the physical world that we live in, and so we bless each and every cent, dollar that comes through you and into this congregation through to do the work of love in this world. We see you, we bless you, and we know that you are here giving in order that this work be done. Thank you so much for your care and your love of this community. And we know that we are already in the full, abundant field of all that is true and holy. And so it is.
So it is.
I'm a little rusty, sorry. Announcements. Thank you.
It's all the fun you were having.
I know, it's all the fun. Hawaii, that's right. We've been in Hawaii, in case some of you may not know. We tried to elope, and then some people found out, so they came. But there were still only 12 of us, and Wayne brilliantly found us a place to get married on the edge of a cliff, which we felt like was a tremendous kind of, I said if I was 25 years younger, I might have jumped off. It was water underneath, and other people were jumping off and surviving, so it wasn't totally crazy. But I'm not doing it. So we had our altar, and we were between a setting sun and a rising full moon. It was Epiphany. All the planets were in alignment. We did not choose this date. It was chosen for us. It was a beautiful place. Even the place was chosen for us. We had flowers all around. And then our very last morning there, we did our blessing to the east as we were coming this direction. So we sort of said goodbye at sunset the night before to the west, and then welcomed the east and came in this direction to see you. So you've very much been in our hearts and our minds this whole time, permeating everything with love and blessing. So thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you, and all, as I said before, that have given into this community and been this community, knowing that it permeates everywhere. Thank you. Knowing that we do prayer, and people have held prayer every Tuesday through Friday while I was gone, and I deeply appreciate that. It was a huge effort for the practitioners. Thank you, Kathy Miller. Thank you, Joanne. Thank you, Cassandra, Reverend Cassandra, and there were other people, Christina, Reverend Christina. There were other people who've helped in other millions of ways, and that we were consistently able to offer our congregation prayer was deeply meaningful to us. We want you to know we do prayer at noon, Tuesdays through Fridays, live with each other. And you do not have to pray out loud. All you do is bring your prayer or your listening and pray with your family, with your congregation, for yourself or for others. It is quiet, it is deeply heartfelt, and we just want you to know it's here for you. And it is the practice that will bring you back if you're in a circumstance of forgetting how much you love the circumstances of your life, no matter what they are. So again, we have tried to put that link everywhere. It's in your newsletter. It's everywhere. Please go looking for it, and please join us. It is just the most, and I want you to know that it is always perfect. It is always either I'll have one person or I'll have 10 people that come. It is always the most beautiful. Know that you're already being affected by it, whether you're there or not, because we always pray for you. And we want you to know that it is available to you. And I keep mentioning this. If you're getting tired of hearing it, maybe you should just come. So, it looks like we still have coupon books, Marty. I'm thinking we do. And so you can buy those. Your $10 purchase price, $6 comes back to us. And you get many, many more dollars of food in this community. So just know if you want that, go to Marty. Animal Ministry, the fourth Sunday of the month is Animal Mystery Collection for Burlington County Animal Shelter. That is next Sunday. So if you're interested, either reach out to to our animal chaplain, Regina DeBarberi, or look online in your newsletter. All the information is there on how to participate. We have books, we have books, we have books, we have books overflowing in the back table. We have dared to enter this inner sanctum of our old storage unit, and we have books. So we are downsizing and slimming up for the new year, and that looks like books on the back table. So there are free books on the back table. Please go grab, and you may leave a love offering if you would like, but
Also, I believe we also still have books from Elena back there that she donated to the community. If they're not there today, they'll be there next time. By the next time, or if we've run out, we'll maybe ask her again. But Elena wrote this beautiful love story about birds, and I want everyone to have the chance, and she wants everyone to have the chance to read it. So if that's not back there, we'll get them to you soon. We have a sing-along coming up. We tried to do this in December, and we had COVID. So now, on the 28th, next Saturday, the sing-along is from 3 to 5, and we'll get you the details this week. If you're interested, please look at your newsletter. It will have everything in it. And if you can't, call the office because Marlene will tell you. So next Sunday I'll be here again, which is wonderful. And then we have a class starting in February called Spiritual Practices, which we will talk more about. And let me see. Oh, and we want you to save this date. We bought you a present this year. And the present looks like a workshop. So there's going to be a prayer workshop from Reverend Brock Ford from Anton. And that will be offered on February 25th from 1 to 4:30. And we will be getting back to you with all the details. But if you're slightly interested in having a free workshop on learning, living, and loving prayer, it is going to be beautiful. And we will be joining somewhere to do that workshop together. He's in California, so he will be online with us. And I am sure that it will be a lovely time. So 1 to 4:30, February 25th. Put on your calendar, come hang out with us, and we'll have a lovely day of prayer, afternoon of prayer. Is there anything else that we need to? Okay. Season for Nonviolence. We need to talk about this. This is like our Lent, okay? Which comes with all sorts of other opportunities. But the Season for Nonviolence is an opportunity for us to really get a day-to-day action in our lives that leads us towards whether you call it standing for peace, whatever it is, that we bring love into the world, action by action, day by day. We have a number of different ways that's going to go out. We'd like your participation. We're going to have people come up and talk. We're going to have people who are doing the work talk to us, and we're actually going to invite you to do simple little daily actions and also maybe weekly and maybe bigger actions towards the upliftment of peace, nonviolence, the power of love, basically is a better word for all of it in the world today. Marty and June have been heading this up, and they will be doing an announcement, and you will get a letter, an email, it'll be in the newsletter, and there'll be a meeting on Thursday at 6 o'clock on Zoom. And all of that, again, will be in your newsletter this week.
And if you're interested, today, give me your email. We'll make sure that we invite you to that Zoom meeting.
Great, directly. But
Yes.
Everyone's invited, but if you are sure you want to be included, then please give it to June or Marty today. Yeah. So Season for Nonviolence is a big thing in our community. We stand for peace and love and for the way that creates our world we live in. So,
Can I add one more thing?
yes, one more thing.
Yes. This community is a community of action. And when I look around this room, I see so many people I know that are up to such great stuff. And this community doesn't know about us. We don't know about each other. So if you have a project or a cause or something that you are actually doing out there in the world that you want to bring to the community and maybe ask us to participate, talk to us today, and we will see what we can do about breaking it open.
That's great. And also, if you have an inner practice that you're doing,
Yeah, that too.
we can break that open too.
Yes.
Anyway, so yes, thank you very much, June and Marty, for all your work on that, and you will be hearing a lot more about that. It's 64 days of peace and nonviolence and love and all that good stuff. Okay, so thank you very much. And circle and song.
So take a nice deep breath, breathing in this service, breathing in this peace, this love, this joy that is ours by divine right. Giving thanks for this service, giving thanks for each other, giving thanks for this entity that is the Center for Conscious Living. Giving thanks for the divine presence that flows to and through us all. Giving thanks for this upcoming week that is joyful, peaceful, loving, that we stand in this divine presence. We listen intently to that still small voice that guides us through this week. Giving thanks for the opportunity to get together, to share, to love, to commune. Giving thanks for Reverend Katherine being here live with us. Giving thanks for the divine presence that watched over she and Wayne and blessed them in this beautiful ceremony that we know was just glorious. Giving thanks for everyone here that helps, that shows up on Sunday and shares their consciousness, shares their love, shares their knowingness, their divinity, their individualized expression of God. Giving thanks for us all being here and answering the call to be here. Giving thanks for this glorious life that we live. And in this love and this peace we say, and so it is.
And so it is.
And if you will repeat after me, something wonderful is happening to me right now.
Something wonderful is happening to me right now.
It is this thing called life.
It is this thing called life.
Life is in my body.
Life is in my body.
Life is in my mind.
Life is in my mind.
Life is in my feelings.
Life is in my feelings.
Life is in all my activities.
Life is in all my activities.
I receive it.
I receive it.
I share it.
I share it.
I am it.
I am it.
And I accept it
And I accept it.
just the way that it is.
Just the way that it is.
Thank you, life.
Thank you, life.
And accepting all these great gifts, we say, yeah!